Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. It's your girl, Claudia Jordan. Welcome to Cocktails with the Queens. You know what it is and what we're about to do. I am here with my beauties, my established boss ladies. I'm talking about Vivica A. Fox.
Hey.
Lisa Ray. And Selena Johnson. And Claudia Jordan. What's up, everybody? What's up, Queens?
Hey, y'all. How are you? Hey.
Look at the vibrancy just jumping off the screen, all this beautiful colors.
People are pretty tonight. I mean, they really.
I look forward to seeing you guys just to see what you're gonna have on, how we gonna do our makeup, how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's like how they coming, how she coming, what she doing today. You know.
Well, everyone, no one disappointed tonight. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all
are popping. Got your lashes on, Claudia. I see those lashes is popping, girl.
I think I put them on right. I'm not sure, Vivica. You want to tell me, or at least what are y'all?
What you see is the issue.
I approve. You did good. You did good. I saw them before the show. She's like, girl, I'll be right back when I get these lashes on.
Oh.
You did good.
Did you get the other eye done? Because you ain't got no glasses. Like, what's popping?
Yes. It's just one eye's done so far, and then you gotta wait a couple weeks, and I get the other eye done. Once again, Paragon Eyes in Arlington. They changed my life. I'm so happy. I got a little confidence back about me. I can see.
I know that you reading out of one eye, huh?
What did you say?
I said you reading out of one eye.
I can read you with one eye. That's right. You know what's funny with KJ? I kept telling him, you know when you want to like make someone do something, so you say we should do it together. I was like, we should get our teeth bleached. Right? We should get our teeth bleached. And he kept saying, my teeth are white. I'm like, no, they're not. Now that I can see, they are. It's just that I was seeing everything yellowish and like.
Oh my God.
Man had yellow butter on his teeth. He tried to slick his teeth white. That's a fool.
Okay. Well, hey, enough about me. Tonight, we're going to dish about everything that's trending in the world of social media and the news, and also share a little bit in our queendom. So let's get to it. Hold up. Before we get to it, Miss Vivica Fox has been popping all over Miami on boats and yellow in that cute outfit that I already put dibs on, but Selena trying to get it as well. Okay. Your movie, True to the Game 3, made a whole bunch of money this weekend, and it has been killing it.
Yes, thank you so much. This has been an unbelievable, with COVID, we didn't have a lot of movie premieres and screening and parties to go to. So, it felt so wonderful to welcome everyone back to the theaters with True to the Game 3. We were in limited release, but we were in 434 theaters. We made $1 million. Our per screen average was $1,400 per screen, which meant them theaters were full. So to everyone out there that supported True to the Game 3, thank you so much from my incredible cast, our executive producer, Manny Haley. We just thank you guys. This romantic urban thriller has just really captured the hearts of America, and we just appreciate you. And we may not be done.
Yeah, because you done did a sequel, honey. 1, 2, 3, absolutely.
Well, the books were written by Terry Woods, and Terry wrote a trilogy of the books. So, this is what the beautiful thing is, that now that we took that and adapted it to screenplays, that now it's just like the gift that keeps on giving. We really only thought we were going to do 3, but the audience I want to see what happened with da-da-da. We were like,
And that's good, because after a couple, you kind of like, I can figure out the plot, and you know what I mean. So that is good.
Yeah,
because usually people mess them up with the part 2, part 3, and people still want it. That means you're doing a good job.
The acting was really good in it too. Columbus Short turned up.
He's a great actor.
I like him so good in it. He really did really well.
Can I tell you the biggest thrill that I've gotten out of all of this? True to the Game, the experience is bringing Columbus Short back, because people had counted him out. He had really went through a lot of drama in his life, and this movie, I feel like it saved his life. It definitely saved his acting career. After this, he's going to be playing Martin Luther King Jr. Like
he can do it too.
He can. He's such a good actor.
He's really good. Yeah, I mean, when I saw him in that movie with what was the name of the movie where Beyonce was Etta James? What was it called?
I got the name of that.
Cadillac Records.
Yes, Cadillac
Records. Let me tell you something. He was so good in that movie. He was excellent in Cadillac Records.
He don't play no games. So
Columbus Short is very underrated.
Yes, and my last thing I want to say about him is that Columbus brought this book to me, and we made this movie on a shoestring budget. You guys, we called in a lot of favors, and it literally is with the absolute love and support of the fans why we made not only 2, but 3 of these films, and it is because of the fans. So from the bottom of my heart, from my cast and our executive producers, I'm a producer on it as well. Thank y'all. It's been so fun.
Yeah.
Kudos. My queens are doing it. All y'all doing y'all thing. And I'm proud of all of you.
All of us.
All of us. And Lisa Ray, in the next block, we're going to get into your glow and your tan because I see it. I see it over there.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I see it. There's something going on. We're gonna get to you.
Backdrop.
All right, we have to get into the story, which was, I hate this story. Last week, Chris Cuomo, my favorite person on CNN, was suspended indefinitely from his hosting duties at CNN after details emerged about him helping his brother, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, during his sexual harassment scandal. But now there's a new update to the story. CNN has officially terminated Cuomo. On Saturday, Cuomo released the following statement in response to his termination. This is not how I want my time at CNN to end, but I have already told you why and how I helped my brother. So let me now say, as disappointing as it is, I could not be more proud of the team at Cuomo Primetime and the work we did as CNN's #1 show in the most competitive time slot. I owe them all and will miss that group of special people who really did important work. What are your thoughts on this? And can you blame Chris Cuomo for supporting his brother during the sexual harassment investigation? What do y'all think?
Absolutely not. Clearly, if that was my sister, I would have done whatever I had to do to help my sister. And if that would have meant losing my job, it just would have meant losing my job. But the bigger question is, why was it so easy for him to lose this job and be the #1 show when people have kept jobs for lesser?
Okay. Agreed.
And I feel like I feel like it was something dealing with, and this is just my hunch, just my intuition, just feeling like ever since Trump lost, I feel like there are certain people that they targeted to get rid of, because I feel like he's going to try and run again. And I feel like they had to get rid of certain powers to be able to run with ease. And I feel like it was kind of tied into the administration, the higher ups at CNN. I hate to say it, might have been tied into the higher ups at CNN that maybe somebody had something on them, and they were threatened. Like, if you don't get rid of dude and his brother, then it's on and popping. I just feel like it was some foul play, because people have the NFL still got all their owners after what they've done, and nobody has said anything. So why would Chris Cuomo be fired this way for helping a family member?
Something, Selena, because I think that both of them are so diplomatic till I don't think that he would have let his brother get in so deep, because he would want to have said to him, you know what? I won't handle this, little brother. You go ahead, because I got this. I know as a brother you want to help me, but you know what? I got this. And so I think that the help was given in a way in which it was family, but not so incriminating to cause him to lose his job. I think that they knew how to play that. And I think whomever went deep enough to have to, hire the firm to be able to, do the investigation was just what you're saying. Some Trump shit.
They saying that he was using his journalistic, like his powers and his contacts to go after the victims and to bother them. I just can't see Chris Cuomo doing that.
Agreed, Claudia.
Right? Like, he knows he's not a dummy. He's a lawyer.
Right. Absolutely.
Going after
yes,
them,
exactly. He's a lawyer. Let me tell you something. Chris Cuomo was the reason I started watching CNN. I'm not going to even lie. I would be like, who is this? Okay, well, go on and tell us now. Right.
I'm listening now.
Fine. I'm really listening now.
Right.
And, I love the brotherhood that was there with him and Don Lemon. I literally would fall in love with those 2 hours and get my news, get updated. I have heard allegedly that it was because they were too pro-Democrat. That was one of the major contributing factors to why Chris, like, they were looking for something. And this is all I can say to CNN. He will be dearly missed. I don't know who you're going to get to replace him. I mean, he was awesome. But I guarantee you this for you, Chris. There will be jobs waiting for you. They're going to be in line.
Exactly.
So, it might be
everybody in CNN was pro-Democrat.
that you will get to move on. You might even get a bigger check.
This ain't the last time we've seen him.
Rachel Maddow turns up. I don't know if they've seen her show.
I don't. Then they're also saying that he had his own sexual harassment. I just think when you want to get rid of someone, you can put a sexual harassment claim, and you cannot say anything about the victims now, because then you will be accused of victim shaming. So it's something you have to be very careful about. So I know it's because we like him, we're biased, and I'm going to go ahead and say that I am, and I just don't believe. CNN really.
Yeah.
The Democrats we stay losing. We stay losing because we have this purity test. We have to do things the right way. Yeah, we do. But the opposing side, we don't fight fire with fire. They say whatever the hell they want. They
play dirty. They play dirty, real dirty.
And we don't. And we losing our best people. We losing our best people.
And why get rid of him after his brother was already stepped down? So you already accomplished what you were accomplishing. The women, they won. So why would you need to go a step further? I believe it was Cuomo's voice and his mindset.
They wanted to silence him.
It swayed and told the truth. And they knew, as an attorney, he knew his stuff. And not just with Trump stuff, but Cuomo was famous for bringing on a lot of the victims' families of slain Black people. And he would have full out conversations and talk with them and everything. And that could be it too, because racism is still turning up out here in America.
I hate to say it, but outside of Don Lemon, I'm pretty much done with CNN now.
Well,
I really was a fan of Cuomo. Really was a fan.
I was really disappointed in the way that it seemed like they set him up for failure. But what I appreciate more than anything else is that he did a graceful exit. He's like, what you're not going to do is, make me show out. I will go. I came in a gentleman. I will leave one. So
look, the producer said it's a case against Don Lemon. So now it's a conspiracy, a COE conspiracy.
There's a guy that's claiming that Don Lemon stuck his hands down his own pants, rubbed his balls, and then put his fingers in the guy's face. Okay, that's the claim. But then this also.
What was he doing while he was putting his hands in there? Like, why was you so close? Like that's a no. That's like,
if I see anyone going down their pants and jiggling their hands around and then coming towards me, you have time.
Oh, you gonna do this here, right on my face. Put it on my face.
The shit out of him.
I mean, I'm just tripping because it's like, okay, so now when did this happen?
Why now?
Well, this person also, well, we covered this on T about there was some history with this person harassing Don Lemon allegedly. So this might be a money grab allegedly. I'm not sure, but it does seem like the most powerful voices of CNN are being targeted to dismantle. Listen, I hate to say it, but I feel like Trump will be our president again, unfortunately, because they are setting this thing up for him. I can't stand it. But that's what the writing on the wall is, unfortunately. I'm about to move to Aruba.
I'm going to fight it every step of the damn way.
Girl, yes. If not, we moving to Aruba. We're going to do cocktails from Queens from Aruba. Okay.
Well, as long as Stacey Abrams wins governor in Georgia,
it's going to be all good. Well, shout out to her. I mean,
Come on, Stacey.
Ladies, we got to take a quick commercial break, but we definitely are team Stacey Abrams up around.
Absolutely.
All the way, up and down.
Girl power.
Yes. Quick break. We'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens right after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. If you are enjoying our show, go ahead and leave a thumbs up in the chat, or leave some crowns, some fire, just some thumbs up, some signs of appreciation in the chat, because we see y'all in the chat. We read all the comments. All right, ladies, let's get into this story. Former Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actress Janet Hubert was hospitalized, and although she didn't reveal the reason behind her hospital stay, Hubert talked about anger and what it can do to you in a now deleted post. Hubert shared a throwback photo of her and Will Smith from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion show with this caption: "Don't waste precious time, people, in anger. Yes, people will do you wrong, and you must fight for truth no matter how long. And if you can get the truth you seek, find love again, as we have. Life is too short. As I am in the hospital, I write this to all of you. Holding on to anger will eat you alive, but truth at any cost." Now she continued with, "Reputation is priceless. I love you, Will, for being strong enough to tell the truth and share your hurts and trauma. Now we close the doors and live our lives. What do y'all think this post was about? And why do you think, and why is it so important to let things go?
Oh, I think when you hold things inside, that's what causes cancer. That's what eat away at your spirit and your soul and your insides and intestines and your spirit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's great to be able to, release and hear your truth, because that helps you get over it. It gives you closure on whatever it is, because you don't have to agree. You know what I mean? But I think that if you know that your heart is in the right place with an apology or with an acceptance of, I messed up and I didn't mean it. I didn't know. That maybe won't happen again. Something else might happen, but this won't happen again. Thanks for teaching me. Thanks for showing me. You know what I mean? I think there's a release in that. There's a maturity in that happens.
Okay.
I feel you. I think one of the messages too, I agree with everything Lisa Ray said, of course, but because it's facts. But I think another one of the lessons here is don't wait until you get that apology in order to release yourself. It's almost like she was saying, it's now that Will wrote his book and then he told the true story in his book about what happened, with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and him and her, because she was giving it to him just recently down to the pandemic. She was going in on him. They were upset at each other. And so she's saying, that anger ate her up and put her in the hospital. But it's not until now that she really realized she was able to kind of release it, because I feel like because of that apology. So her message is, don't wait for that apology. Forgiveness is for you. When it starts to be toxic inside of you, work on forgiveness at that point. Let it go at that point, because letting things go and giving it over to God is a stress release. That's a stress release, and stress can put you in the hospital.
But I think sometimes it takes sometimes people need closure. Some people need that piece to the puzzle to be able to go, oh, okay, now I understand. Or now.
But what if you never get that closure? Then what do you do? You know what I'm saying?
Try to forget, I guess. You know what I mean?
Or try to give and move on, I guess.
Vivica, what do you think about this?
I have definitely a different opinion about this, because, I am one that when people disappoint me constantly, that I call it seasons of shedding, that everyone is not meant to go into the next chapter of your life, that sometimes, there's a reason for that season. There's a reason why they have those sayings as well, too. It's sad for her that it takes for her to be in the hospital, for her to come to the point and go, oh my gosh, don't hold on to it for so long. Well, baby, how long did you hold on to it? And there were people reaching out, trying to take her to a victory and trying to tell her, this is the way things went down. So,
But she felt like Will condemned her entire career. She felt, what was it, blackball?
But every action has a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now here's the thing. That is true. I feel like people are in your life for a reason and a season. There are people that I have forgiven, but that doesn't mean I'm going to still deal with you.
Absolutely.
I can forget it even. That just don't mean I'm going to deal with you. Like that's like if I worked with someone who totally played me and did me wrong, and then after some time, because it takes time to forgive, because you got to wrestle with yourself on that.
Agreed.
Let's say you forgive it and you let go. That would be foolish of me to say, now let me go work back with them again. That's stupid, because maybe they haven't healed, and maybe they have been going through a trauma that they have not recognized at that time, when they're supposed to. So why would you walk back into a trauma and keep getting re-hurt again and again? That's first time, shame on them. Second time is shame on you.
Yes.
I had to get to a place in my life, and I learned this lesson when I did Celebrity Apprentice. I learned something about myself that it's hard for me to take my personal feelings out of business. And it was jamming me up at work. It was jamming me up with opportunities, because I would cut things off and be like, nope, that's a wrap. And as idealistic as that is, like, that's the way we want to be. It was definitely stopping a lot of my blessings, because I was stubborn in my own way.
Agreed.
So finding the balance where you're like, because I've dealt with, well, we all have dealt with people where we're like, I don't really rock with you like that anymore. And you showed your whole entire ass to me. So now I'll never trust you on a personal level, but I will work with you and I won't shoot myself in the foot to not get this money. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks. But like find that balance where you're not so emotional, where you're like, F everybody, and I'm not working with anybody. Like I'm one strike and you're out. And finding a place where you're comfortable, where you could find that space. I had to like get myself out of that space. It was so hard though. It's so hard. Don't you think it's
Claudia, there's also an old saying that you're not going to like everybody that you work with, but
that's true. That's true. Yep, you're right. You're right.
And sometimes in that too, you can find a lesson in that as well. Because like you say, you're not gonna like everybody you work with, but something about that relationship can teach you something as well to move forward.
Facts. And also you have to be careful who you allow into your friend space.
Yes.
You have to do a better job, just in general, people, not anyone in particular, but we have to do a better job compartmentalizing folk. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this one is down to the associate closet. Okay, this one is cool. We're gonna go out for drinks after work with this one. This one I might be able to catch a movie with. You know, you got to know the audience. You got to be able to.
Let me tell you, they mad when you put them in certain places and they want to be more.
Right.
You still have a problem. You know what I mean?
You
like,
know.
Yeah, cool, I'm gonna call you when I call you. We get together. It is what it is. What is it? I'm busy.
How you know they belong in the room? That's why they belong in that room.
Can I tell you the thing that also gives me a little bit of red flags about her statement? And I hope she's not ill at health. I know Janet, and she's been through a lot. She really has. But you know, you just have to watch people that do passive aggressive movements and plays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That is like you would rah. Now it's like, you know, what irritates me more than anything else about someone is someone that's passive aggressive, because that means I just cannot trust you. I don't know your manipulation, what you may be doing to try to, you know, get attention to yourself. That's unnecessary. Now it's awfully ironic that his book comes out. So, you know, you just have to watch people. Timing is everything.
And I will say this, and before we move on, I know we've been spending a lot of time on the story. When you're going up against a more powerful, more famous person, you're going to be painted any old kind of way. And you're going to look like a problem no matter what. She might be very well telling the truth about a lot of things, but guess what? He's Will and she's Janet. And people will sit there and be like, she crazy. She's the problem. That's why she ain't work. And, you know, when you go up against a black woman. And you first of all, don't be a black woman and have an opinion, be mad about something.
Okay.
You are they're already waiting for that nonsense.
Agreed.
On G, waiting on O.
Speaking of black women and someone that doesn't spend a lot of time with black women, we have an update on the Tristan Thompson sex scandal. The alleged baby mom.
Get them braids out of here too. And that hairline. Get the whole face. Throw everything.
Don't his braids look like Shamar Moore's braid wig in the Tyler Perry movies? Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I was like, is that a lace front?
Tristan, well, his baby mama, his new baby mama, Marilee Nichols, revealed in an Instagram post on Friday that she had a baby boy. She wrote, "Things feel very hard right now, but I know eventually this will all be over and my baby boy and I can live a happy life. I made a mistake, but I'm human. I won't be posting any personal photos for a while as I don't want to hurt my family. Thanks in advance for understanding." This alleged affair happened while Tristan was in a relationship with Khloe. Now, Nichols is suing Thompson for child support and claims he wanted her to get an abortion. Does this news make you empathize more with Khloe? And is it more challenging to leave relationships? Of course it is when children are involved. You know what? Let me ask the real question. Why can't he stop getting all these side people pregnant and then go run back to Khloe because that's a good PR look for him?
It couldn't be me. And I tell you, we always joked about how the Kardashians have destroyed all of the men that they have been with. But, and Khloe used to be my favorite, really. Because I felt the support that she had for Lamar. I was like, you know what, you team love, you know what I mean? You team support. I'm not going to leave you while you're down. I'm going to go through the trenches with you. She was that. Then she became dumb. And then it was like, well, wait a minute. Now you becoming a doormat, especially to this one, because I don't know anything that he has that would make me go, oh, okay. All right. Not a problem. Come on, let's do it again. Like what? She needs nothing from him. Not the humiliation, not the disrespect, not the lies, not any of that.
Not them braids.
More.
Not them braids.
Not them braids.
Not that lace front.
Well, I got to tell you, this situation, it made me come to a very clear conclusion. Tristan does not love Khloe. Tristan does not love himself. Khloe does not love Khloe. Khloe also does not love Tristan. They do not love each other. And they damn near don't love their children, the child, because of the way they're behaving. I'm going to break it down. Tristan, you don't love yourself because you're out here raw dogging it. You couldn't love yourself because you're okay with getting a disease and possibly passing away. That's number one. Number two,
back home.
Number two, you don't like Khloe because you'd give it to her. And you're okay with giving your child's mother a disease as well. You're putting the entire family at risk. So you don't love Khloe, you almost don't love your own child. Khloe, you don't love yourself for obvious reasons, clearly, because you're putting up with foolishness. You don't love Tristan either, because if you loved him, you would leave him because you would know that's the best thing for him. And actually, the reason why you want to keep him is because of your ego. You want to keep him because you don't want nobody to think that they won over you. I know all about that. That's old school, but that's not gonna help you, especially after what you went through with Jordan. You trying to keep it together. You trying to save face, but actually you're also hurting your daughter because low key you're showing her and the rest of the babies that's girls in your family that this behavior is okay. You're saying, hey, and subconsciously you're teaching them how to be with men this way. Y'all don't know how to have love. Y'all don't know what love is. And everybody should just go their separate ways. And Tristan, he's absolutely abysmal. What he said to that woman that he got pregnant about, I don't care if you had a baby, I'm not going to see it. Hey, baby mamas of America. This is the guy you drag down to the court and wear him out in a courtroom. Not the nice men who have nice jobs who are trying to see their kids and take care of them. He the one, him with the braids in the back with this jail shirt on. This is the one that you wear to the low because he's totally and completely disrespectful. I wouldn't even be nice to him. I know that's wrong. I know I'm bad for saying that, but I will wear him to the low because he's arrogant. Talking about, I don't make that much money. I'm getting ready to retire. You ain't going to get nothing. You only going to get $75,000. The state of Texas going to hook me up. You sound like a fool.
I'm going to piggyback on that because it's not just Tristan here and people going to drag me for this, but let's go back to Khloe real quick before this commercial. And I thought Khloe's a fun girl, but all this, you got a kiss with my man. Oh, but where was the smoke when Khloe dated a few of her friends' men? James Harden was with Trina. Okay. There's a lot of that. So I don't feel that bad anymore. I used to feel bad, but if you do that to your friend, I did a show with Trina. She refused to say anything negative about the Kardashians. She was so protective of that family. And when I saw Khloe get with her man like that, I was like, damn, that's gotta hurt. Then let's not forget Khloe Kardashian. When you were okay getting with Tristan, when his baby mama was pregnant or just had a baby, her name was Jordan as well. And she was a beautiful Black girl. And y'all were flaunt. And here's the thing, if you fall for someone, you fall for someone. But when you know a woman just had someone's baby, or I can't remember if she just had it or she was pregnant, and you're flaunting this relationship with your millions of followers, you don't think that crushed that woman to her soul? And now you're getting a taste of what you gave out to other Black women. I'm sorry. And sorry, y'all gonna call me a hater. Go ahead and clip this and put it on the blog and talk your shit. I don't care. This right is right and wrong is wrong. There's got to be some kind of girl code, and it can't just work where we respect Kardashians and y'all don't respect the Black women that y'all rock with that made you popping.
Hello.
Well, just him, because it's a whole bunch of rich, amazing Black men in the NBA that got Black wives and love they Black women, and rich, amazing Black men who have wives that are not Black, that love their women and are not running around here raw dogging like this fool.
They do a lot of raw dogging though. There's a lot of raw dogging at basketball. They out here raw dogging, girl. My girls be like, God damn.
I'm sure they out here terrible, but it's a lot that's not. It's
NBA. They need to make that part of their contract before they get signed. You got to know how to use a condom. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with more.
But they run around trying to make people get COVID tests. You need to make them get condoms.
That part. We'll be right back.
Amen, Selena.
Okay.
Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. Ladies, y'all having a good time tonight.
Yes, girl. Child, honey, the tea is coming in hot this week.
The people are out here a fool.
It's been. I was looking forward to doing the show with y'all. I loved the comments on the Tristan story.
Well,
that
was
kind of
saying, girl. What they saying?
I mean, the comments from y'all.
Oh, okay. Because I got some comments in our section. Because I know they hot and heavy about it.
Can y'all give us some comments to please read from the YouTube, from the chat producers? We love to read some of those comments. All right, ladies. Tonight's Queendom topic. We'll focus on things surrounding love. For example, what is love and how long does it take to develop love in a relationship? And can you teach a man how to love? Now, this particular topic was inspired by Michael B. Jordan, who revealed that Lori Harvey helped him prepare for his new role in the upcoming romantic film, A Journal for Jordan. Michael said, "There are roles that I passed on that I knew I didn't have enough life experience to play." He continued, "I was like, what can I pull that from? But I finally found out what love is." Aww. What's your definition of love? And isn't it empowering to be able to teach a man to love?
Oh, I think so. Because when that chemistry is right and that friendship is leveled out and you evenly yoked, it's such a great feeling of that he don't have to ask you to do anything because you want to do everything naturally, normally with a flow. That's that butterfly feeling that you get in high school that you want to keep, you know what I mean? And you find ways to be able to keep it because you know what it feels like. Like, I'm happy for that. It's awesome. And I know exactly what he means because he's young, you know what I mean? So he got famous and started having money and started being a playboy and started being here and there, being infatuated and having lust and sex and all of that. And now he like, yo, I can have sex several times a week with the same person, get this feeling. I like this. This is something new for me. Aha. And she's giving it to him. I'm sure every which way, but inside, outside,
I'm mad at her either. Right.
Vivica, that very good points. Very good points, Lisa Ray. And Vivica, have you ever felt like you taught a man how to love?
In the process of doing it now.
Really?
I have someone that's very, very dear to my heart, but we have a tendency to bump heads a lot in learning one another. And that's one thing I pass on to all ladies. Take the time to get to know someone. The lust and all that stuff is fun when you get the butterflies, this, that, and the third, but eventually you got to know someone. Someone's got to know you through the good, bad, and the ugly, and that takes time. And if someone is valuable enough to you, there's certain things if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And some men, you have to teach them that, they're like, because I literally had a conversation. It's like, I thought you knew that. And it was like, no, but if you just told me, you know what I mean? It's like, but why do I got to keep telling you? I literally just went through that recently. And then I had to learn that it's also on my end that I have to learn. Cause like you get tired of then you feel like you bitching. Like I'm always, dang. And I don't want to be that type of woman. It's like, I want to be fun. I want to be the person that you're excited to see. But there are some things that when they do their behavior that's unacceptable, that sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And if a man values you and cares about you, he will do it.
Let me add to this too, Viv, because you're absolutely right. I think when you have communication with that man too, and you understand his past and where he's been, so the things that he's trying to overcome and he wants to overcome them because of you and how you deal with him, that is teaching him. That patience of the woman teaches him how to love.
That's right. Now, Selena.
And then it's like, when you go through that and you learn something together about each other, then you get that warm butterfly feeling back again. Because I'm the kind of I don't like you, I don't like you. And I'll be like, hey.
We know.
Hey, listen, what I'm having to learn about myself is that my temper is the worst aspect of my personality. Like with maturity, I've learned, don't get so mad. Step back, talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I go to just 0 to 100. Like, really? I just set it off. I turn into Frankie. You know what I mean? But I got to mix a little Shantae in there that learns lessons and teaches lessons.
You know, admitting something negative about yourself is probably one of the hardest things that we have to all do. And I hear you saying this, Lisa Ray. I've definitely heard you say that about yourself. And that's what growth is about. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have it right out the gate, but as long as you at some point say, you know what, I do contribute to some of my issues because I do this and I'm going to work on that. That's all someone can really ask of you, that you're working on it and you're trying. Right, Selena?
Situations also, you know, when you get into something, no matter how old you are, it could be an aha moment. It could be oh, you know what? I didn't look at it that way. Yeah. Honestly, because then you can see the person's heart. And sometimes when you trip out and be like, you knew better, and then you think about it and take a step back and you like, I can see how you thought that. I can see how you feel that way. But let me add this narrative to it. No, it wasn't that. It was this. That's that communication. That's that understanding of, okay, but you teach a person how to respect you. You teach a person how to deal with you. You know what I mean? And you don't really have to, you know, cut their throat to be able to teach them a lesson. You know,
compassion and understanding and immaturity is sometimes trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Selena?
You know, I agree. Well, again, everybody's got great points. I love the communication piece. And Vivica, 16 years, child, let me tell you something, 16 years, I'm still doing the same stuff sometimes. You know, I just feel like I just say the same old thing, you know, and it's been 16
Didn't I tell you that, boy? What?
Didn't I just say, you know, but what I have learned is, and what I hear you ladies saying is really is teach him how to treat you.
Yes.
We can teach anyone how to treat us, but in showing someone how to love you, or showing someone how to love, that's a little trickier because first of all, you would have had to master loving yourself. So see, the best way to come into something, which never is the case. I mean, this is never the case, but it would be nicer to work on loving yourself, because if you know how to do these things for you, then you can really do them for someone else. It's almost like if you know somebody gonna lie to God, what makes you think they're not gonna lie to you? You know what I'm saying? So if a person loves themselves, they love God. You know, the way that they love God and the way that they care for themselves is an indication on how they will be able to love you. So in my opinion, I didn't get to show Kiwan how to love, but I opened up an opportunity for him to love me by loving myself and showing him loving on him. You know what I'm saying? Showing him how to love, if you want to call it that, was by loving him, by me showing him by doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's how I showed him, by doing it.
And a lot of
and they're visual learners, you know. So there you go. You know, you can teach anyone that. That's how babies learn to love, by how you treat your husband and how your husband treats his wife, or, you know, or how they love on others. So it's by showing and doing that you can do that. And the only way you can do that is by loving you.
And, you know, a lot of us carry, I'll make this really quick. A lot of us carry a lot of emotional scars, things that we saw growing up. And I think for myself, that was the biggest thing that I had to learn what love really is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, we grew up, I thought like, oh, if he slap you or y'all get into it, passion, this and the third, oh, that mean he like you. Like, you know, I had to be reprogrammed on how to truly love myself to then give love.
And it's an action word. It's an action word. It's doing. It's not feeling. It's doing.
Yeah.
Very, very great points. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your insight on this topic of love and showing someone how to love you. I know we're going to talk about guns, but we don't switch it up on y'all real quick and y'all adjust it.
Well, that was pow.
That's right.
Keep on messing with me.
Not guns. That's how you show them how to love.
Well, we're gonna find out who this mystery guy is in the next couple of episodes. I think we're gonna try to find out who this guy is. Now, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more Cocktails of Queens and butting into Vivica's love life when we return. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. Fun show tonight, ladies. Y'all doing really y'all fun tonight. Extra fun. Speaking of turned up, that old Stevie J is trying to turn up on Faith's pockets. According to documents obtained by The Blast, Stevie J has requested that Faith Evans pay him spousal support. but there isn't an amount that is listed in the documents as of yet. Now, in the documents, Stevie J cited the reason for the divorce is irreconcilable differences, and he claims they've been separated since October. Now, Stevie is also asking the court to terminate Faith's ability to be awarded spousal support. So he's saying, you can't get no money from me, but I can get some money from you. Now, meanwhile, Faith did an interview with TMZ and gave an update on the status of their relationship. She said, Stevie's cool. He's in the kitchen right now wanting me to finish, but stop discussing my personal life in the public back in the night. Wait, I'm sorry. But I stopped discussing my personal life in the public back in the 90s. He's fine and I'm okay. And it is what it is. It seems like they need to get together and figure out what the story's going to be because they tell them two different stories. What are your thoughts on Stevie J trying to get spousal support from Faith? And I saw this coming a long time ago, girl.
That just means that she must be making more money than him, and he feel like he's
I mean,
that's clear. You know, that's clear.
She's where the money resides, and he's where the
money resides,
and he's where the penis resides, and that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He's penis, she's money.
You can't take a penis to the grocery store. You can't get shit with a penis. You can't buy a bag with a penis. You can't pay no light bills with a penis.
Can't pay no mortgage.
You can't take it to the morgue. You can't put the shit in an envelope and send it off. You just cannot.
Can't put it in escrow, nothing.
Penis for he doing what he need to do with it before that, so he can get the cash and turn that in.
My thing with him is with Stevie J is he clearly does not know how to relationship. You clearly don't even know what it is. You don't even know how to do it. You don't know how to spell it. Like, you don't know anything about it. What he looks like to me is a 7-year-old that throws tantrums. So like, be with a woman, and then as soon as they don't do something that I want them to do, I do something to hurt them. Yes. So my question to him is, who did it? Who did it to you when you were little?
Wow.
Was it your mama? Did she abandon you? Was it your grandmama? Who hurt you to the point where now you cannot stop hurting women? Somebody did something to you and you have not cleared from this trauma and you are acting out like a child. And, you know, they say trauma freezes at its peak. So it must have happened when you were very, very young. Somebody did something to you. Somebody hurt you and you are taking it out. And you get women who have strong personalities, who are authoritative, which is also a sign that it was someone, maybe a mom, an aunt, somebody did something that hurt you, and you are now taking it out on all of these women.
He don't act like he likes women.
It's awful.
He don't act like he likes women that much.
I didn't want to talk about that, the pink elephant in the room, but go on and
not the pink elephant. You said a pink elephant?
Well, it's clear he don't like women. He don't like himself. He's somewhere having a bad time inside.
What look was that, Vivica?
Go ahead, Vivica. Don't leave me out there. Come on,
you know, when one nails it right on the head.
Somebody knows something.
Khloe Cole. My lipstick right now. My
Khloe Cole knows something.
Come on, Vivica A. Fox. Come on, Indianapolis.
Oh, Khloe Cole knows something.
Come on, Frankie. Set it off.
No. I mean, I just thought that was a wonderful that analogy. Like, that it at this point, after bad relationship, after bad relationship, after bad relationship, after the same kind of thing, that you kind of go, now, do we need to talk?
It's right. That's the therapist.
Because you put the tape out on Eve. Listen, if you break up, can people just break up with you and not destroy your whole soul? Like,
right. This is how long this has been hurt somebody, right?
They just getting caught in the way. He's shooting bullets at somebody, and they just walking down the street getting caught in the process. He's shooting bullets and hitting all kind of innocent folk in the street. This is what's going on with him, and I just want him to go on I wish Iyanla was back with the Fix My Life or the AJ.
He would be perfect for that. Yes, he would be perfect for that. He really would.
See, the problem is with him, he's charismatic and he's funny and he got a big penis. We all see the pictures. So that combination.
When you say he's charismatic,
Iyanla would be. Like she would tell me.
I just want to make sure I heard it right.
He ain't charismatic. He ain't funny.
I don't know that at all.
He's funny. He is funny. But I'm saying because of that, he keeps getting into these relationships with these women.
He's buffoonic. He's not charismatic. He's
what?
He's the buffoon. He does shit that's stupid that makes you laugh. That's a different. There's a sense of humor, and then there's foolishness.
So if he tried to date any of y'all, what would y'all say? Okay, Vivica, I'm gonna start with
Run.
Selena.
It wouldn't happen.
What'd you say?
If he tried to date you, what would you say to him? If he tried to date you, if he asked you out, what
Well,
would you
I'm married, so that's
before that, when you were
no,
single.
I just don't. I'm not. I don't want to say that I don't find him. He's not my type, but because he is attractive. Right. Stevie J is attractive, and I see where women would like him. And he can sing. He's talented. He's born of that, so I can see where he could be charming and get a woman. He's just not my type, and I don't really like entertainer men.
Got it. Okay.
I don't know why. I'm not interested in men that do the same thing as me.
Yeah,
because I just feel like it's going to be a problem.
Lisa Ray, we got to go to commercial, but you having a reaction.
I already know he'll have.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna take, especially
run.
Especially not him asking for spousal support. I know that definitely ain't gonna fire Lisa Ray.
Run.
We're gonna take
not equal.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back. Stevie, get some therapy.
Honey, those girls do not
faith. Put all your money in a trust.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. Ladies, y'all on fire tonight. Some people gonna be mad at us tomorrow when they read the social media, the internet.
It'll be all right until next week. We're probably here until next week. We'll be fine.
We're
people ain't mad at Trump no more, and he didn't fucked up the whole world. So I mean, you know, just saying.
All right, ladies.
Just saying.
In honor of the holidays, let's play a fun Christmassy game of Naughty or Nice.
We love games.
Yay!
All right, ladies, I will call out the names of two celebrities, and I want you to tell me which one has been naughty or nice. Are y'all ready to play Naughty or Nice?
Why, yes.
First up, we have Derek Jackson and Tristan Thompson. Who's been naughty and who's been nice?
Both of them been
both naughty.
Yeah, they both a mess, huh?
That's a universal one. Move on. We ain't giving him no time. Move.
Little Nas X and the baby. Who's been naughty and who's been nice?
The baby's been naughty. Little X is
been naughty, and their own different way.
You said what, Lisa?
You know, I would say the baby's been naughty, and what's his little cute name? Little Nas has been naughty, nice naughty,
nicey.
He's been nice, but them
nicey.
But them wigs been naughty. Can we see that picture one more time? Can we see that picture one more time?
I think they meant to do that.
I was waiting for him to go glow.
It's very soul glow. But he's young, so yeah.
Okay, AE, which was Amber Rose's baby daddy, the guy with the blonde hair that copied her look, and Stevie J. Naughty or come on now.
Are these trick questions?
They're both naughty. The one dude cheated on Amber Rose with like 12 chicks, and then Stevie J, and then they both do these public apologies. This is what drives me crazy. I don't know what happens to just talking amongst a person, and then you know what I mean. That then they do the whole, hey, I just want to say no. They both naughty. No,
it's not a style. It ain't a style no more.
That's all for the gram though. That seems so inauthentic. Right. Okay, next one is Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. What do you think? Who's been naughty and who's been nice?
They've been both. I like it.
They both are fabulous.
But they both been naughty too, and they little songs.
Yes. So what are they? Nice,
they're nice ladies.
Nicey. They nicey.
They nicey.
And shout out to Cardi B. I saw her in front of a Miami club, and Miami is very much known for colorism with not letting Black girls in the clubs. And if they do, they treat them like crap. And she was outside the club and she was like, let the Black women in. And she turned up outside the club. So shout out to her. Yes. All right. Nick Cannon. Cardi. Yes, we appreciate you. Nick Cannon and Trey Songz. What do you think, ladies? Who's been naughty and who's been nice?
Nick has been nice. Trey has been naughty.
What Trey do?
Didn't he spit in a person's
mouth?
I thought y'all talking about currently. I thought he'd been kind of quiet lately.
You would need to be after that.
Yes, that was kind of gross.
To lay low, that was something else. He got kind of
and Nick Cannon, don't give him a pass. How many kids he got?
He want those kids. He meant to do this.
Trying to create a legacy. So he actually been naughty then since he been having all this here sex. So
listen, I love me some Nick Cannon, but we're gonna sit there and say he's gonna try to create a legacy. But when Tristan Thompson does it, we go in up for his neck, right?
No. There's a difference. Now listen, Tristan was over there, gotten Khloe looking like a doormat, and in a marriage.
Nick said he didn't like the kid. He wasn't going to claim the kid.
It's like he's got willing. No, Nick Cannon has got willing participants.
Yeah, that's true.
And but Tristan did say he was not going to be the father. He was not going to come around, is what that man said.
That's right.
It was just tacky. I don't even think that's naughty. Just
tacky. Nah, I'm not a fan of Tristan Thompson, and I definitely love Nick Cannon. All right, Teyana Taylor or Doja Cat, who's been naughty and who's been nice?
I like them both.
I love both.
I'm gonna go with Doja. I remember when she talked. She had that one video, and she was going in about. She was accused for that colorism foolishness. Remember that?
The Yellow Bone song.
She was saying she wasn't black.
No. That wasn't her. No. That was
Danny. Oh wait, Danny Lee. I'm sorry. I'm confusing all the Yellow Bones. Right. My bad.
No. Remember when Doja Cat did
Doja Cat was caught in a racist chat room.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a long time ago, and she did come out and explain that hey, it was just she was somewhere and got caught in the chat room. I don't know. I don't think of Doja Cat as mean-spirited. I really don't.
I don't think she's mean-spirited, but that was a little naughty to go down.
That was a little bit.
It was naughty.
And Teyana Taylor is
she's black and white.
So she man won Dancing with the Stars. Yes, I just love.
She was saying stuff, Lisa Ray, like she is mixed, but she was saying more things that were like, I identify more with the white side and stuff like that. It was weird. It was just a weird situation.
Well, we will have to carry on this conversation next week, ladies. The time went by so fast because we had so much time. I want to thank my beautiful co-stars, co-hosts, Lisa Ray, Selena Johnson, and Vivica A. Fox for another fun show. Thank you for everyone watching us on YouTube. Please spread the word. Stay tuned for FOXSOUL's Black Report. We'll see y'all back here next Monday with Cocktails with Queens. Bye, ladies.
For sure. Bye.